Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Welcome to my channel. I'm a reviewer for Wig Studio One. Wig Studio One sent me both of these brand new release styles that are by Raquel Welch. And I just want to say thank you so much to Wig Studio One. I can't wait to show you both of these. The one that I'm wearing is Curated Cut, and this one's in the color Silver and Smoke. The color code is RL119. I'm going to have a purchase link to both styles. The other one that I'm going to get to show you today is Main Character, and it's in the color Shaded Cappuccino. It is so cute too. So there's going to be a purchase link below this video to both of these styles, okay? Also, if you should need help with customer service from Wig Studio One, whether you want to know about pricing or just anything at all, you can reach out to the customer support team. It's support@wigstudio1.com. I'm also going to leave you a link, and I would love to invite you to please come over and join us on the Wig Studio One private support Facebook group. I'm going to leave you a link. It's called Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group. Especially if you're new to wigs, that is just a wonderful private support Facebook group. We all show, pictures of our new hair. You can ask questions. You'll learn tips and tricks. It's just a really wonderful support group. So I'm going to leave you a link for that. Well, okay, let me just turn around and show you Curated Cut. Let me come up here so you can see it. This is Curated Cut. Let me show you on all sides. I just now put this on, so I'm not really even familiar with it. I thought we could just kind of do it together. So this one has an extended lace front, and this beautiful lace front on this color Silver and Smoke. I just love it. Look how realistic that is. It just looks like the hair is going right out of my head. And I know we say that all the time, but it's absolutely the truth. It's just so well done. It's absolutely beautiful. So there's where it ends right there. Okay, so it doesn't have any other mono features. It just has this lace front. Now I'm going to show you the inside of the cap in just a second. All this is closed cap, but I just put this on, and these fibers, they they just do whatever you want them to do. So this is going to be a really good one for styling. So let me get her a little bit fixed here. So Raquel Welch describes this as a short shag cut with textured layers. So I can see a bit of a shag cut, and look at all of these layers. Look how those fibers just move. I think this is done really well. You would just style this how you like to wear your hair. If you want a little slimmer profile, you can just smooth it down a little bit for a little smoother profile. But if you like bigger hair, well, then you can certainly put your fingers in there. You could put a little Tress Tech wig wax in this if you wanted to. That just puts a little texture in our styles and helps hold the style throughout the day. I'll leave you a link for that too. It's just like a wig safe hairspray. But I'll leave you a link to that. But I don't know. These fibers just kind of do whatever you want them to do. So this is going to be really good for styling. Now, there is some permatease in this. It's just right up here, kind of on the top where my fingers are. It's about a medium amount. It's a little puffy, but it's not over the top. It's just like a medium amount of permatease. And it's also back here at the crown. So I can feel it back here at the crown. But I don't feel any at the nape or any here at the ear tabs. It's got a slimmer profile here at the ear tabs and at the nape. So this has a fringe. It says the fringe on this, the bang is 5 inches. I'm 8 inches from the top of my forehead to the bottom of my chin. If maybe that'll help to show you, where it might fall on you. But I'm 2.5 inches from the top of my hairline to the top of my brow. So this is a 5-inch bang. So we could wear that bang across, if you wanted to wear a full bang. You could certainly do that. It says the crown is 5 inches. The nape is 2.5 inches. That's a great ample nape. So like if you have a low hairline, this would be a good one. It says the sides are 3 inches, the back is 4 inches, and this style weighs 2.9 ounces. And I'm going to tell you, it feels like nothing. It feels like nothing on my head. It is just, you know, super, super light and comfortable. I have a 22-inch circumference. I always list all of my measurements below this video in case you need to check them against yours for a fit. But I would say this is a very average fitting cap. I don't feel like it's real stretchy. But I think it would fit petite average to average very comfortably. And you know, this is made with, both of these styles that I'm going to show you is made with Raquel Welch heat friendly fibers. Okay, this color, now I'm going to leave 2 little clips at the end of this video so I can show you this color outside, because lighting is so different when you're sitting inside and when you go outside. So I'll leave that outside color at the end here. But this is RL119 Silver and Smoke, and what it says is light brown with 80% gray in the front, blending into 50% gray at the nape. So let me come up here. I think this is the prettiest natural looking, you know, kind of light gray color. It's got this little, you know, fringe here on the side, not fringe, but you know, our little sideburns or whatever we call them. And you can either push them behind your ear or just let them kind of feather over your ear. But anyway, just a really pretty color. So this is where the lace ends. Let me go ahead and do this. And then we want to move on to main character. I know I'm taking a long time, but I'm going to show you 2 styles, and I'm just not going to rush too bad so that we can really look at them. So here's the lace front. It extends down into this soft covered ear tab. So here's the lace front. Here's the soft ear tab with a good metal stay. The extended soft nape. It's got Velcro adjusters, and this has that memory cap 3. If you don't know what this is, you know, like especially if you don't have any hair, this, or if you do, but really I don't think you'll notice it too much unless you have no hair. But these little silicone strips, they just, you know, it helps make a more secure fit because it just conforms to the shape of our head. So I like this memory cap 3. And yeah, there's the permatease up there. There is some permatease in here. This is all open wefting. That just helps keep us a little bit cool. Just, you know, allows a little bit of ventilation. Well, okay, I'm going to put it back on for 1 second, but then I'm going to put on main character, okay? Just so we can see, you know, here we go. Yeah, you could doll this up if you wanted to. You could put a headband in it. Let me make sure I've got my lace right. Okay. Okay. Boy, I think that's really, really pretty. This is going to work for a lot of us. I'm just going to touch it, move it around because I'm not used to it either. I just now put it on my head so that we can all see, you know, the potential for styling. And if you're interested in this style, it'll just give you a better idea. Pretty little look of realism right there where that lace front is. This one could be dressy. Okay, I'm taking too long, but I just wanted to give you a really good look at this new style, Curated Cut. Let me put on main character right now. Okay, let me take this one off. And here I have main character. Let me make it where you can see it. This is the box that it comes in, but this is main character. And this one's in the color Shaded Cappuccino. The color code for that is RL1222SS. This is a really popular brunette color with a little light blonde running through it. So let me put on main character. This is so cute. Give it a little shake. Okay, now let me come up here. Now I've parted mine down the middle. I've already been wearing this just a little bit, and I've got mine parted down the middle. but we're going to play with it just a little bit. Someone actually asked me to show, you know, what it looks like with a full monofilament top when you start parting it in different areas. And I understand that. You want to see if it's going to give you trouble parting. This one is really, really easy to work with. Well, I didn't really get that, did I? Let's do this. There we go. There's that pretty look of realism. Okay, well, I don't have it exactly down the middle, but that's good enough for right now. Look at this adorable little cut. Here's what it says. It's a chin length bob with layers. That's how they describe it. And that is just what it is. Certainly, this reminds me of several other styles that are out. Just these little chin length bobs. Doesn't really touch my shoulders. And you know, this is heat friendly fibers, just like Curated Cut. So let me just move it around. These fibers, they feel like they're amazing. I don't really feel much of any permatease in this one. If there is the tiniest bit of, you know, okay, maybe just a mild, just a very thin little bit of permatease just right here on the sides. And maybe just the tiniest bit at the crown, but none at the nape. You know, I feel maybe little crimpy fibers right here at the ear tabs. But it's not much. I hope you can see the profile. I mean, I think it just lays beautiful. It just lays beautiful, you know, on the head. Very natural, very realistic. Now I'm going to part it on the left so that we can see how it falls. So here it is parted on the left. I have my lace right. Okay. So you could part it on the left. You know, sometimes if you have to train it a little bit, you could just, if you want it to, you know, part right here and then stay off your face, you could just spray a little bit of water on it and put your roller brush or a little bit of heat on it and just kind of train it back. Or you could do it with the heat of your hands and just train that to stay back a little bit. Let's look at it again. So there's her fringe. But I think for the most part, it's not going to be hard to manage. Okay, these choppy little layers. I know I'm all over the place. Y'all just please bear with me here. We're just going to look at both of these nice, pretty styles. Okay, so we have her parted on the left. It says the bang on this one is 5.5 inches. The crown is 7.5 inches. The nape is 3 inches. The sides are 7 inches and the back is 5 inches. And this style weighs 3.4 ounces. Another feather light. This is also a perfectly average fitting cap. Okay, this beautiful color, shaded cappuccino. This color has been really popular for a long time. It's just it says light golden brown with cool blonde highlights all over with a darker brown root. And I will go outside in just a second. See that pretty little highlight there at the front? I will leave those little video clips at the end of this color outside. But just a beautiful little brunette color. Okay, let's look at the inside of the cap. Full monofilament top. Lace that extends down into the soft covered ear tab with a good metal stay. A extended soft nape, Velcro adjusters, and then the rest of this is open wefted. So this is a very nice cap and it is super comfortable. Okay, let me put it back on. I think both of these are really nice. Really pretty styles. Pull my lace up. I'm going to part her back down the middle here. This is what you get with a full monofilament top. You know, it gives you more options. You can part it where you want to part it. So, you know, you can part it on the left, part it on the right. You can zigzag part it however you want to do it. But I think this is the cutest thing. I'm in love with this. This is just over the top to me, you know, to me. If this is your kind of style, maybe you see what I see, but I just love how it's, you know, it's a little messy. Put it on and go. That's it. It's a put it on and go. It's just adorable. I'm going to have this in more colors. Okay, everyone, you guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Leave me a comment. You know, all of this helps me with the YouTube thing, and I would just appreciate your support so very much. Again, the biggest thank you to Wig Studio One for sending me both of these styles. If you have any questions about these styles, just ask me. If there's something I didn't cover, I'll be happy to talk to you about it, okay? Okay, everyone, here comes those little clips of outside color, and I'll talk to you guys soon.